tired of this shit. He's trying to help you, man. He's trying to help you. If you ain't be quiet, you can't be here. The Heavenly Father's gonna get you. You're not listening. You shouldn't be even talking up here. You should just be listening. He's trying to help you.
He's talking about having
so too bad.
His homegirl be mad.
Hey,
she about to whoop you.
Well, yeah, if he whoops you,
because he can't.
If he does it, guess what? Your dad and he goes to church.
No, but he knows who you are doing it to.
Better get up out of here because
somebody else, the Heavenly Father's gonna get you. Because you up here causing problems, man.
She got a skateboard.
You gotta be quiet.
Nigga, I had 3.
Hey, man.
I had a fucking.
You just gotta be quiet. All you gotta do is be quiet or leave. That's all you gotta do. And everything be all right. Y'all got it.
This is my homegirl.
Proud, blasphemous, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection.
Hey, hold on. When it said disobedient to parents, right?
Yeah.
That's another thing. Jake is like, it's
Rebellious.
like they've forgotten the concept of honoring your parents, acknowledging the value of your parents. Jake forgot that concept. You know, and you see it amongst our people, just based on the relationship that they have. I mainly see it between the mothers and the daughters.
Yep.
Daughters whooping their mama ass.
Yeah.
You know, sleeping with you know,
man and shit.
sleeping with each other's men.
Yeah.
You know, like you had that. Man, these people, man. Like matter of fact, you had one. It was a video where a woman, she basically she popped in on her man.
Yeah.
In the bed with her own mama.
Yep.
And when she, you know, caught them and was, you know, basically cussing them out, the mom was like, well, hey, you ain't doing what he needs you to do, so, hey. Basically, it was like on some, like, basically ain't no shame in my game.
Yeah.
I took your man from you, sort of type of thing.
Basically, you weren't taking care of him.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's, I'm your mother. She had the nerve to
say that.
So that means that you can.
Right.
That's wickedness.
Yeah, how bad is the mentality of our people? You know?
That's wickedness, man.
And they're the main ones that
and
they don't have a man say no shame in my game.
But that type of shit right there is why so many children will be disobedient to their parents, man.
Yeah.
Because look at what you're doing to your children.
Okay.
Yep.
It's a vicious cycle.
Man.
As is the mother, so shall be the daughter. You was disappearing to your mama.
That's when I raised it.
What do you think your daughter gonna be?
Leviticus 18, and I'm gonna start at 10. The nakedness of thy son's daughter, or of thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness shalt thou not uncover, for theirs is thine own nakedness.
Hey, that's the law on it. You got it?
Verse, I'm gonna start up.
And while you looking, you got it? No, you go ahead, you got it.
Verse 5. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord. None of you shall approach to any that is near of kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am the Lord. The nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother shalt thou not uncover. She is thy mother, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness.
To be funny real quick, that's what Ham was guilty of.
Yeah.
The nakedness of thy father's wife shalt thou not uncover, it is thy father's nakedness. The nakedness of thy sister.
Who else is guilty of that? Anybody know? I'm gonna ask you, brother, because that's kind of a heavy one. Anybody know who was guilty of uncovering his father's wife?
Was it Davis? Had to do with David?
What's his name? I know his
You
name.
know what I'm talking about?
Well, it did happen amongst David.
Right.
Because that part of his punishment was his son Absalom came against him and slept with his concubine.
Right. So that happened before, though. When did it happen before?
King David?
The firstborn did it. Reuben.
Yeah.
Reuben.
Yeah.
You know, it's a tricky way to bring it out, but
That's why.
Reuben did it also.
He's not dead.
Yeah, that's why he lost the top. The next two was tripping on the sisters.
Yeah.
That's why Judah the fourth got to step up. Y'all got it.
Verse 9. The nakedness of thy sister the daughter of thy father and the daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness shalt thou not uncover.
So that's the concubine, that's the wife of the nation. You can't uncover that. So what I was gonna say a minute ago was who should have controlled that whole situation? The man. He's the one that's soft that could have quelled that whole situation. He don't get a pass. He's the one most guilty at fault, really, for even keeping that energy alive. Why would you entertain the mama when you done already been with the daughter?
Yeah.
Or vice versa, you know?
Yeah, Jake look at that as a win.
Yeah.
But it's a carnal, fleshly win.
It ain't a
but,
win.
but it ain't a win because you just sinned against your own soul, man. That's straight up wickedness. All right.
It gets more in detail. Leviticus, the 18th chapter, if you at home.
Right.
All right. Going back to second.
You read the one where it says, "Thou shalt not uncover a daughter in her."
Mother.
Thou shalt not nakedness of thy
No. Sorry, I'm mixing it up. A woman and her sister.
Yeah.
That's dealing with the sister.
I can read now. Verse.
Because you can't do that either.
Yeah, two sisters.
Dealing with a woman,
Yeah.
you can't deal with her sister too. All right.
Verse 10. The nakedness of thy son's daughter or of thy daughter's daughter, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover,
The granddaughter you can't.
Grandkids.
for theirs is thine own nakedness.
And here's the crazy part. Most of us notice in our conscience that shit's wrong. You know? We even go above and beyond. You can't, your third cousin, you can't. You know? Even though scripturally, on the other side of the family, you could. But still, in your conscience, you know where not to cross the line at. This gives you specific boundary that you cannot discipline where you can't cross. You got
The nakedness of thy father's wife, daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister, your auntie.
Yep.
This, she is thy father's near king's woman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister.
But you hear about, it's like you watch them shows like Maury Povich and all the different shows.
Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer and all this shit is just is normal and you're entertained by it.
It's normalized.
It's normalized and you just get entertained by it. This is a real freaky society, man.
And the main people doing it is fucking Edomites.
Yeah, Esau is all into that. Cause he's naturally a profane person. He's a fornicator. That's what he's into. And this is the world that he created, him being in power, man. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's nearest king's woman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife.
This is all dealing with morality. These are morals. These are laws that keep your morale, man.
Yeah, that's your aunt, your uncle,
That's your family.
your family, yeah.
Your auntie-in-law.
Auntie.
The Spirit told me to say something, Salaki, and the reason that it's important that these subtopics come out is because when it's time for you brothers to judge, there's still people that call themselves in the truth that ain't gonna know these boundaries. So it would be up to us to judge the matter and show them what to and what not to. Because it may not be Bibles available when you have to judge a matter. So what's written in us has to be in there to you know.
I mean, when the judgment goes, we ain't got to worry about that. But in the kingdom, the Lord's going to put the laws in us. We're going to be a priest of the nation. We're going to judge everything.
I'm talking about before the destruction comes.
Well,
You know? Since
that's
some
why they got to
men-
get this truth right now. Watch the
Right.
videos.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
while it's still here.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
She is thine aunt, thy auntie. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter.
And this whole thing falls under covetousness. All these individual laws of the 613 was breaking down into those other 10, right? Was broke down into the 2, which is true.
Covet after
This
that,
is covered
neighbors.
after these other people.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter, neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness.
That's the law. That's the law right there.
There it is.
For they,
So the mom was off
Yeah.
for doing that, man. And just imagine the outrage if it was a man that did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he in the bed with his son's woman.
What was that movie? But the pops had it first. And he didn't know. Was that
It
the
was.
brothers or
There was the brothers
is that the movie?
with
With
George
Tay
Chestnut.
Diggs and all
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
That nigga P. Diddy did it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Lori Harvey.
Oh, he was with the mother and the dude?
He was with the son's
He was-
girl.
Oh,
Harvey,
I mean, the sons.
Lori Harvey was with Diddy's son first,
oh.
and then she started messing with Diddy.
It's a family affair.
That's wicked,
Yeah,
man.
that's how they
That's
just.
wickedness, man. But hey, black culture.
Yeah.
Man, bro, this is
But
awesome.
you see how
No
black
boundaries.
culture is anti-righteous culture,
Huh.
you know? I got it.
But then this stuff goes on because of who's in rulership. If this was put out there in the forefront, like this is wrong, this is wicked, our people would have they wouldn't have an issue with it. They'd be like, okay, it's wicked, but the devil allows us to go on. It takes he's like the scripture say he's profane. He's outside the temple. He allows wickedness. Wickedness is righteousness here in America. That's what you Jake's got to realize. Yes, we're calling out these wicked Israelites for the wicked shit that they do. We have to call it out because the devil that's in charge ain't gonna do it. You know?
read this next one. Verse 18. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister, to vex her, to uncover her nakedness, besides the other in her lifetime. So you don't supposed to marry, if you got a wife, you don't supposed to marry her sister. You know? That goes into.
Yeah, niggas are married two twins and shit.
Yeah.
Two twin sisters.
Yeah. He impregnated.
I know.
Yeah.
See, in the case of Jacob, that was circumstantial, but the Lord allowed that to happen. You know, because he worked 7 years
Yeah.
for Rachel, because that was who he wanted.
Pops,
But the pops supplanted.
he actually
He
did
supplanted
the right thing, though.
Yaquab.
He
Yeah.
actually did the right thing, though.
I know.
He explained it, yeah.
Yeah. But you know, the Lord, you know, curved it, you know, for that purpose.
Yeah.
But originally, you're not to do that, man. You know, certain people in the world, like if they've been wronged, like in a relationship, you know, they'll always, oh well, since you did this to me,
Yeah.
this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get your sister.
Yeah. That's in the law. You're not supposed to hold a grudge either.
Con. Render to no man evil
You
for
don't want to
evil.
offer me
Like that one
one.
bitch. Oh, I caught him cheating, so I fucked his mama.
Yeah.
What?
Or female, she will
I'm gonna get your friend. I'm gonna get with your friend
yeah,
or your
friend
brother.
or your brother. Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys realize
Wickedness, man.
it's real.
But hey, going back to what the scripture said in Timothy, we're in those perilous times, so that type of behavior is going to be encouraged. It's going to continue to happen
Mm-hmm.
because we're in a time of lawlessness, man.
Yeah, read that. There go.
People don't have shame.
There go right there.
You could just do as thou wilt in this society, man. And there's no judgment going forth.
Yeah.
The law is slacked.
Hey, Mr. Brother at it.
This is Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, therefore the law is slack and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked that compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
There it is. Instead of getting judged, they get rewarded instead. So that's why it's more wicked. There's more people wicked than there are righteous.
Yeah.
Because the judgments on these different activities that these people do is not being judged.
Yeah.
We know the one that I love, because sentence against an evil work is
not
executed
executed
speedily. Therefore the hearts of the sons of men are fully set in to do evil.
But you know what? Even though this devil, he's not making an example. He's not ruling according to the law and executing judgments for these different things. You know what's happening? Certain people just take matters into their own hands and they bring the justice.
Yeah.
You know, they're just doing it. Like I know the law ain't gonna do it, so I'm gonna just do it.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna lose my life doing it. but I'm gonna just do it.
Hey, that's what that guy did during the